What do I do with the artifacts?
Just place them in their corresponding steles, and the path to answers will illuminate.
Okay.
I want to know more about Atlantis and your work.
There isn't enough time for me to explain.
And also the
even
fact
a
that he's my
fraction of what
father
I
and
have
I was
learned
created
here.
makes
All I
it
can
seem like
offer
I'm
for
not
now is a hint of enlightenment.
human.
You call it Atlantis, but what exactly is this place?
I believe it was a city long ago. A place where beings of great knowledge and power lived before humankind had built even its first primitive settlements.
Ones who came before.
It was perhaps some kind of library where the ancient ones stored information.
That's cool. But is it supposed to be under the water? Because, you know, the original myth of Atlantis is that it sank. It was an island, and then it sank in some, like, crazy storm or whatever. Some major destructive event happened, and Atlantis sank. So it's not supposed to be under the water, according to the original myth. Maybe that's where the misconception begins. It was never above the water to begin with. Maybe at one point in history it was above the waterline, but now that the ocean levels have risen over how many eons, right? Millennia, whatever. Maybe they put measures in place to ensure that it survived even as the ocean passed above it. Maybe. I don't know. Let's do this.
What have you been studying here?
Everything. The first civilization's history, their culture, their science. With it, we can change humanity's destiny and usher in an age of enlightenment.
Starting to sound like
Destiny is something only the gods can alter.
They were gods, living, breathing gods.
Not gods. They simply came before. God, the amount of information and knowledge this guy must have in his head. Do you think he's still around in one form or another in present day? The staff of Hermes, he's obviously still has it. But then in that one vision, it was like a modern day Kassandra and Layla, like she was handing her the staff, so it makes it seem like Pythagoras doesn't have it anymore. So maybe he's gone. I don't know.
Oh, this place is like a tomb. How did you live down here, and for so long?
Eating my own
This
poop.
artifact, like your spear, possesses incredible
I don't
power.
know.
It has given me life, so that I may continue to learn from this place.
Okay, cool.
I've heard enough. I have questions about my family.
The sentimental and emotional connections formed between people have always irked me. I knew Myrrine would fail to stay detached.
But what's wrong with sentimentality between people? It's kind of a cold thing to say, don't you think? You just mentioned Myrrine, so...
If you've been here all these years, how did you meet my mother?
We're both descendants of the people who built this place, just like you. We knew that we had an obligation to preserve our lineage.
That's when you agreed to make me.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Make me. I'm created between a man and a woman when they love each other very much. Now's not the time for the birds and bees conversation. So... the thing is, it's been since Assassin's Creed 3. Assassin's Creed 3 was the last game where the Animus was limited to only exploring your own lineage. The memories of your own ancestors. Black Flag and Beyond, it's other people exploring other people's memories. So her bloodline directly connects to First Civilization ancestors. And I think the last protagonist, present-day protagonist, we met that had that was Desmond. It would be another person capable of operating Pieces of Eden, because they have that special lineage that allows them to, like, unlock the power that these pieces have. Like the apple. That's why only Desmond could activate it. Because he was connected through his blood through the First Civilization. So if it's not his lineage, then someone else obviously has connections to this place. It's an interesting thought to think about.
Why is the cult hunting our family?
It is our family's destiny to control the power in this place. In our blood lies the key to unlocking the secrets of Atlantis.
So they want our blood?
You have a destiny, my child, to destroy the cult and their influence on the Greek world.
I did that already.
You threaten everything they have striven for, because you have the power to oppose them.
They've tried to destroy me and failed. And they'll never control me.
Right, because they're all dead. Okay, but he said it was my destiny to hunt down the cult and end them. And when I did and went back to the pyramid, he says it was never supposed to be like this. This imbalance comes at a price. What do you want from me, man?
Why did you come here and leave my mother and me in Sparta?
I was never going to raise you. Our duty was to continue our ancient bloodline.
You hid down here to avoid child support. Admit it!
Enough to do what was necessary when the time came.
You could have brought us here with you.
And you would have been unprepared.
Yes, fair enough. Experience is the best teacher.
That's all I wanted to know.
Let's do this.
I should go.
Yes, there is much to do. Bring back the artifacts quickly.
I have them in my pocket,
the
sir.
greater the risk of Atlantis being discovered.
Okay, so... I think I saw the eye over here somewhere. Which one is this? Guess I'll figure it out, right? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, wait. It's a thing. Here we go.
This recording was supposed to be about the Spear of Leonidas. But you know what a spear is. Humans have been killing each other with them for over 100,000 years.
Yeah. So Alethia's in here too. There's recordings in these stones? I get he said it was like a library, right?
I'm afraid Precursor interference is behind this. A corruption in biological programming. Technological artifacts merging with flesh to create monstrous hybrids.
Okay, so that's the creatures I faced. Minotaurs and Gorgons and whatnot.
So we all know the ancient Greeks wrote about what would later be called mythical beings. But in this reality, some of them are more than mythical.
In this reality. Almost makes it seem like that's where they want to take the story. We're gonna try and, like, go back and alter the course of history so the Templars never happen. And then that's how the war ends. It ends by never happening at all. Right? Throughout this entire franchise of games, every time the idea of peace between the two sides is mentioned, they're like, man, that would be nice, but at this point, it's highly unlikely. We've been fighting for so long, there's no way we're ever gonna stop. And now here in this game, there's an artifact where you can see into time. Like, there's gotta be a way to just, like, start over. Right? It really seems like that's where it's going. That's where we're being hinted
I shouldn't be
at
surprised.
going.
My fellow precursors love being treated like gods. Why not create pets worthy of that reputation?
Okay. Pets? Call the gods pets? It's not exactly kind. So the ones that are lit have, like, data stored in them.
And the staff you call the Staff of Hermistus it's essentially a staff like any other. It's a support, a potential weapon, and a symbol of power.
So Alethea, she was like the one in charge of creating Atlantis and storing all this knowledge. That's why it's her voice. She's recording it down for everyone.
It took Precursor ambition to make such simple concepts into artifacts powerful enough to threaten 2 entire civilizations. Bravo us.
Bravo us? She's a sarcastic one, isn't she? 2 civilizations. Their own and now ours. Back when this came out, the only reason I got it day one and started playing it as quickly as possible was for my channel. right? Like, I have a playthrough of every single Assassin's Creed game ever on the channel. Especially now since I'm doing Revelations, so I actually do have a playthrough of every single Assassin's Creed game so far to date in the entire series. Liberation HD, the Chronicles Trilogy, the works. So, I was experiencing a burnout, right? Because especially after taking the year off from Origins and it was amazing, and then the very next year, I still to this day have not 100% at Origins. So, to now be doing Odyssey, it's just like, there's a burnout. I feel overwhelmed. There's so much game now after this, you know, RPG makeover. There's so much more to these games now in terms of, you know, hours played and stuff. I was really experiencing a burnout, and then this game was way better than I was ever expecting it to be. And it's great. I love this game. But, you know, back in the days of, like, you know, the Kenway saga and stuff, I was just like, I hope Assassin's Creed never ends. I don't ever want it to end. And now these days, I'm just kind of like, I'm ready for it to end. And I feel like this game is starting us down that path. Like, I mean, Black Flag was the top of the hill for me. That was the peak. I love Black Flag. Still my favorite game in the whole series to this day. And I feel like we're starting to head down on the other side, like, to the conclusion and how this story's gonna end. It keeps mentioning other realities and stuff. Like, that's where the only way the Templar Assassin War is gonna end is to ensure that it never happens at all. And now we're, you know, precursor artifacts involved with time and altering time, seeing into time, stuff like that. I feel like that's where this series is going now. That's how it's gonna end.
Precursor sites have often included an educational mandate aimed at humans. I'm sure you already realize these generous revelations are strategic.
Generous? You are a sassy one, aren't you, Alethea?
At least one of the worst influences is gone in my present, anyway. Juno's power was immense. I never would have been able to transmit these recordings if she was still here.
Right? She wanted Desmond to touch the pedestal and, like, erase humanity. Oh, no, sorry. No, that was backwards. Minerva wanted me to not touch it, which would have erased humanity. Is that a Jesus fish? It's a Jesus fish. But if she were so where is she? They locked her away, right? She's probably imprisoned by this point that these recordings were made. Okay.
It was supposed to be a reference
Inside
point
the temple.
for simulating new universes. But how can they make a better future if they won't acknowledge their past mistakes?
Boy, isn't that relevant. Even so to this day.
And here you're supposed to listen and be impressed by the Precursor monument around you. They want you to make sure you remembered this island, no matter how often it was renamed. Thera, Callista, Atlantis.
And yet somehow it was still forgotten. So where do I put these discs in? Seriously. Oh, they're here. Okay. This was the Minotaur. Okay, this was the first one I did.
Hurry. This artifact will help us close off the temple.
I'm working
So
on
nearly
it.
as stubborn as its former owner.
Nearly. This guy was pretty stubborn. Fancy. Oh my. Is that Australia? That's Australia!
Acquiring contemporaneity. Acquiring a voice, that's what. I'm taking over your recordings. The humans have had enough of your pompous speeches.
Wow. Okay.
Call me Alethea.
Hi.
I am truth in its revelation, and I am calling you out. You who try to rewrite the laws of the universe. You who manipulate human progress. What do you hope to achieve? You treat humans as useful apes.
Slaves.
How many artifacts have you created to control their minds? Do you fear their potential that much?
So she was on the side of the humans.
Just look at what humans have achieved on their own. Democracy and diplomacy.
War.
A legacy of culture and art. We could share in this if you just treat them as equals. In your desperate search for immortality, you've ignored the obvious. You run endless simulations to find one in which nothing changes. It's pointless. Change will come, and not just the so-called end of the world you fear. You call yourself saviors, but tell me, would this doomsday have appeared had you not pulled on the threads of the universe in the first place?
Probably, honestly. Probably.
I am taking over your retransmissions. You don't speak for all of us anymore. I am as issue as you, but I will no longer be part of your exploitation.
Wow. So she was on the side of the humans.
Those who came before, they speak to us and show us revelations. Though these words of disapproval are troubling.
So,
Gods have argued before. Athena and Poseidon competed for Athens. I wonder if Alethea won control of this place.
Fear not. Above the cloud with its shadow is the star with its light.
It's a nice metaphor. I like that. She talks about culture and art and democracy and all that. It's like, well, that's good stuff, but there's also a lot of bad stuff. Like, she's being the optimist and also the cynic at the same time. Sphinx was next. Okay. Also, it's interesting, like, because it's always been Juno talking to us, or Minerva, and now it's a completely new one.
Ah, good word. Was it hard to obtain the artifact?
Its owner had many questions for me. You should have come along.
She was the only one that actually managed to kill me, and I didn't even fight her.
I'm sorry if it's confusing. We issue see various pasts and futures, and I know you'll be here more than once.
Yeah, this is my second time here, actually.
My
That's
fellow
South America.
Precursors set endless challenges in your path. Artifacts, creatures. Don't get me started on the Olympus project. Their meddling got out of hand.
Olympus project.
I have no easy answers for you. Your future depends on a multitude of choices you have to make for yourself. I'm sorry if so many of them end in pain. Your playwright's tragedies are your real oracle.
Is that why this game's a branching narrative? Are they trying to, like, make that make sense now?
But please, don't give up. You are more important than you can imagine. And like your own Pandora, I have one thing left to offer you. Hope.
Okay.
Despair is not our only legacy. You're like me, a rebel against your destiny. You're not just a mercenary, you're a hero for the ages.
She knows who I am.
Hold fast to what you know is true, and you will overcome.
She is talking directly to me. Not just whatever adventurer finds this place. She's talking to
Claim your
Kassandra.
place in history. All that is terrible and beautiful in this world is your birthright. Take it.
Jesus, you're gonna make me, like, ruler of the universe?
For you, eagle bearer.
Yeah.
My preparations bear fruit. The potential of your bloodline is proven by the precursors themselves.
Alethea says she can see the future. Many futures. Can this be a true oracle?
I mean, that's what it seems like, right? Yeah, she was just like, oh, the great things of humanity, democracy, and now she's like, you will rule everything. It's like, that's not democracy. That's, what is that one? Theocracy? I think it is, right? I could be wrong though. There's a lot of ocracies.
Was it difficult to find this artifact?
Not really. Found it
I just
accidentally,
had to
actually.
keep my eye on it.
Ah, badoom ching.
Ancient scholar, you stretched your life to the breaking point. I see you hiding yourself from the world, puzzling out the words of my fellow precursors. Please listen to my advice.
I'm trying.
You're analyzing the equations of reality itself. You've gotten further than any other human has.
It's so
That
hard to
is both
see.
amazing and terrible.
I think it's got Asia up there now.
It's clear to me that even this tiny dose of cosmic understanding has twisted your mind.
And there's Africa.
I'm sorry. The precursors should never have
And
shared
Europe.
knowledge you weren't ready for. You live in obsessive darkness. You must understand that this focus on power and bloodlines is not your true legacy.
I mean, this definitely seems like there's a bigger picture here now.
The Precursors have manipulated you. They're turning your problem-solving intellect to their own selfish ends. You're better than this. Make your own legacy. Let your mathematical discoveries be the glorious sunbeams that shine out past your tomb.
You mean like Pythagorean theorems, mathematics, that type of thing?
Please, scholar, clear your mind and focus on your present situation. At this moment, you possess a powerful artifact.
Oh wait, she's talking to him now.
It has extended your life long enough.
He is gonna give it up.
As hard as it may be, it's time to pass it on. It's someone else's turn to balance the equations.
No, no, lies. This is not obsession. This is research. This is discovery of the very origins of the world.
She's saying that...
It is an opinion, Pythagoras. Though one with reason behind it, I believe.
God damn it, Kassandra, you interrupted me and I lost my train of thought. This is Medusa, the Gorgon. The writhing dread.
Well done. This artifact will bring us closer to seeing...
The last one, boyo.
It merely brought me closer to my tombstone.
Emphasis on stone.
Traveler of many times, congratulations on making it this far. I'm glad we can share this message out of time. This fragment
OMG,
of
she's
reality.
talking to Layla now, isn't she? The
I'm
rest is
recording
up to
this
you,
just for you,
Desmond.
even if those living in the past won't understand it. Our simulated realities will cross sooner or later.
Simulated reality. See, there it is again.
Or do you think you're really here now, listening to this recording? Isn't this an animus recreation? Isn't it part of a greater simulation? How far do the ripples in the pool spread?
Pretty far.
Let's talk, rebel to rebel. We've been held back too long by Precursor rules. It's time for new paths with new possibilities. This is not an era of control, but of creation. I've gathered some like-minded Precursors to make a new start. We'll stop interfering and start
A
enabling.
new start. Realities. All that crap. If it doesn't go the way I've hypothesized, I'll be shocked.
Amount of time to prepare. But when we're ready, you're welcome to join us. After all you have to do is press a button and run another simulation.
This is madness. Fiction. Where I thought there would be wisdom, there is only the garbled babbling of a fool.
Are you sure that's not you?
Pythagoras, calm yourself. Maybe this invention was meant for someone else. There's no need to lose your reason over mere words.
Wow. There's a lot there. Ancient revelations. Talk to Pythagoras. Okay. Wow, that's a lot to process. Okay, so wait. The second time, I think the first time she was talking to her fellow Precursors. And the second time she was talking to Kassandra. The third time she was talking to Pythagoras. And the final time she was talking to Layla. To us. They're obviously capable of that. We've known that since 2009 when Assassin's Creed 2 came out. This is wild. But a new start. She's talking about other realities, simulated realities, which could just be Animus stuff. But, like, if that's not how this series ends, by just wiping the whole timeline clean, then I'd be shocked. Like, in my opinion, based on the way I'm thinking about all this, there's a lot of evidence to support that theory.
This is incredible. The knowledge stored here is overwhelming. It will take me years to decipher it all.
What about sealing Atlantis? Have you found a way to do it?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Well, what is it?
The staff is the key.
All right, it's time.
Buddy.
I can't, not yet.
How long have you been hanging on? You have to let go. You're losing control. I don't want to be sealed in. Snap out of it. I don't want to be rude. It's freaking Pythagoras. I don't want to be rude. However, he may need quite the wake-up call. A gentle nudge might not be enough. If the staff is the way to open Atlantis and he doesn't give it to me, I'm not going to be able to get back out unless he lets me out. Bruh, I really don't feel comfortable leaving that in your hands. I want to go with this.
If the staff is the key to this place, I don't want to get locked in.
I can't hand it over yet. There is still so much to see.
Buddy, you've done your
That
part.
wasn't the plan.
I will not be ordered around or lectured by you.
It was your plan to seal this place,
baby boomers,
and I
man.
agreed to help.
That was before I realized what we would uncover about the first civilization. The creation of humankind.
We are sealing this place to keep the cult from using it to enslave humanity. That is bigger than your quest for knowledge.
The cult will be nothing but an insect to swat once the power is ours.
Wow. Oh my god. I don't want to fight him. Murder an old man, or like emphasis on old. Are you kidding me? It's gonna be like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I knew you'd come. My strength has left me. Except that guy was being kept alive by the Grail, right? And this guy's being kept alive by the staff. It's pretty much the same thing. I don't want to fight you, Pythagoras. I don't.
It's too dangerous to leave this place open, and you know it.
He wouldn't understand.
I think I do.
Your pride will cost us all in the end.
It's not about pride.
What good is knowledge if you curse all of humanity in the process? It's what you wanted to avoid in the first place. Sometimes it's better if we find our own path. We are not ready for the power this place offers.
Hence why we're trying to seal it, buddy. Come on, wake up and smell the fish
You're right.
poop. I don't know.
I cannot save
Wake up and smell the salt water.
directly, but I can save it from itself. This is your burden now. Humanity's fate will be decided by the choices you make.
I understand.
Kassandra, choose wisely.
It's literally Last Crusade. The true grail will be your life. He chose poorly. No, he didn't. He did the right thing. Man, the second he let it go, he was like, alright, time's up. Goodbye, Pythagoras. The staff of Hermes Trismegistus. And now it's time to seal it. But I'm sealing myself inside it. I don't know how this
Atlantis
is gonna work,
too
but...
dangerous. I must seal it.
Well then, let's do that. Am I going in? Oh no, okay. I think we're going back out of the Animus now. Man, what a cliffhanger, Layla! Come on! Just hang in for a few more minutes. For Christ's sake! Oh well, doesn't matter. Good morning. Where's the Animus? Seriously, where's the Animus? Like, where's the Animus? Also, what happens if I were to go this way? She said, I'm gonna set up the Animus, and then now it's not. Where is it? Can I not read these? They're all off. Well, I sealed it, right? I'm assuming that also means I powered it down. Okay. That looks like a chicken. I keep looking at that, the illuminated side. It looks like a chicken. What is that supposed to be? Probably the Sphinx. But it looks like a chicken. Okay.
Everything in order? Then... open sesame.
Oh dear.
So much power. The nodes are interconnected in ways I couldn't imagine. This is more complex than any Isu temple we found. Lisbon, the Arctic.
I'm recording everything, Layla.
Arctic.
You're going to be a hero for discovering this. Do you see the staff anywhere?
Not yet, but there's more to explore. I'll find it.
Lethia?
The mechanism should be open. What's wrong?
I don't know, Layla. I'll check my notes on the Isu.
Oh, I see it. There's a beam of light missing.
The
Time to
Minotaur.
troubleshoot.
Have you tried turning it off and on again? Control Alt Delete. Up there. Good lord. It's quite a climb. Oh god, why would you put me on the edge of something? Okay. Up we go. Hey, she does have a light stick! I tried to pull out a torch. That's cool. Keep that off. Okay. It's up there. All this time and the Minotaur's giving me problems again. I've been going for over 2 hours. I'm gonna have to stop in a bit to, hello, check on my puppies.
Layla, that pillar looks like it can move. Those pillars seem to have mirrors on them.
Thank
If
you.
you manipulate those light beams, they might illuminate something important. Such a bright light. Its presence cannot be an accident.
Well, okay, thank you. I was the one in the Animus, by the way. Oh, these pillars, I see, are the ones that can move. Okay. So this one moves back. Holy crap, I'm strong. Doesn't it move back? Did I do it? Not quite. Almost. There. Okay. So wait, it bounces there. I can't see on this side, god dang it. Oh, God. Okay. I did it!
I got it!
I wasn't expecting that to be the solution, but okay, I did it. I really don't feel like jumping down. I'll probably hurt myself. I doubt Layla has the perk to avoid fall damage, so I'm just not gonna risk it. What? A dive from that height into that shallow of a pool would definitely break your neck, just saying. But it doesn't matter because video game. Okay, I'm back. All that trouble to seal it, and now I'm gonna come here and open it up. I don't know about this. Oh, there's the Animus.
Where is
I think
it?
I see it. You said time to troubleshoot. You tried one thing and it didn't work. You're giving up already? Yeah, the Animus is here on this rock. Okay. What?
What?
What? I said it first. What? Hey.
True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. A good
Eh?
friend told me that once.
Hi!
Possible. Sandra?
Spoiler alert incoming. I would be a lot more blown away if I didn't know this was coming.
I used to be called the Eagle Bearer, but Icarus is long gone.
I've been searching
Aw.
for you. But you can't. It's...
You weren't really looking for me, were you?
Sure.
It works! The Isu artifact, the staff of Hermes Trismegistus.
But then I'm gonna take it from
You
her and
must
she's
have
gonna
so
die.
many questions, Layla.
Well, this is only a little bit awesome. I know what you're doing here.
You know my name?
Maybe the gods told me. Maybe I had a vision of the future. Maybe the device in your ear is noisy.
Sorry.
I came here with a purpose.
to find you.
Was she just like hiding
and put
behind a
an end to
rock?
what I started many centuries
Or
ago.
did she not appear until I powered it back up? It's interesting.
I have your spear. Would you like it back?
Oh, no. You can keep it. It's broken.
But you used it broken. It was powerful.
I used it to defeat enemies even Herodotus could not describe. But everything must come to an end. I left it to him when its power was exhausted. Something to remember me by.
Oh, so you gave it. So then how did we get it? I'm confused. Oh my god, this is so trippy.
I have so much to tell you. That staff is incredibly important. It kept you alive. How?
Ask a student of Hippocrates. I hear he still has some. The staff served its purpose.
My friends and I are trying to keep it out of the hands of the Templar Order.
Listen to me. Order, chaos. If either triumphs alone, the world dies. I tried to bring an end to chaos, and it has only led to ruin.
I used to assist Order. Now I fight for choice, freedom, chaos.
Pythagoras was right. You
She's
are
the balance.
key to the prophecy. You will restore the balance, Layla. I have fought in too many wars. I have seen too many people die. I have walked from one end of the earth to the other.
Have you?
This belongs to you now.
Oh no.
Promise me one thing.
Anything.
When you are done, destroy it. Destroy them all.
The pieces of Eden? Kassandra?
There's so much of the story I haven't seen. I should go back to the Animus and visit Kassandra again.
Oh man. That's how she dies. Oh man. That's so sad. So Layla uses the staff to open Atlantis, but doesn't the Atlantis... I mean, I guess Kassandra must have gone into Atlantis at one point or another, right? She had a lot of time to kill. She probably went in there and checked things out. Oh my god. That is not something I was expecting to see today. Not at all. Wow. Who the hell is that? Oh, that's
What
Herodotus.
are you two doing here?
And Barnabas.
You know us. Always on your tail. Old Herodotus couldn't wait to see you.
Who you call it old?
Sira is said to hold a secret. A secret no one can fathom.
Accurate.
Yes, but a lost world?
Accurate.
Perfectly possible. Atlantis may exist.
Yeah, spoiler
Sounds
alert.
like hooey
It
to
does.
me, but he's insistent about it.
Hooey?
Herodotus is
I like
right.
that word.
Atlantis exists.
Incredible. It's true. I can't believe it. Tell me everything.
I have to remember who I'm talking to here. Fuck it. I'll indulge you.
My mother sent me here to meet my real father. You know, Pythagoras? It's him.
Your father was living in a volcano? Pythagoras? That's unthinkable. It would make him immortal.
He had the staff that belonged to the ancient civilization.
Would have made him
alive
immortal.
all this time. Makes perfect sense.
Well,
Does it?
where is he? Invite him along. He's your father, after all.
Yeah, about that.
He was a stubborn man. He wanted to keep all the knowledge of Atlantis to himself.
Stubborn. I suppose that trait runs in the family.
Thank you.
He means he's sorry for your loss.
It's all right. But none of this can ever pass your lips. This stays between us.
You have my word.
But the world needs to know.
Mm.
We could tell the most amazing tale of our time.
You don't know the power that's down there.
Oh, fine.
Then it's settled. Let's move forward.
Kind of an empty promise, just saying.
Like always.
And then we just continue on like none of that made any difference. By the way, I found Atlantis. Let's go back to murder and stuff. Okay, so it's from there that I can do the DLC, right? Is that the address here?
We've
Oh, it is.
learned
It's
a
got my
lot,
Sphinx
haven't
figurehead.
we? You know it all.
Speak for yourself. I'm on the hunt for truth. Gods know not all your myths are accurate.
They come from the gods themselves, who are the most reliable sources we have.
Both of these sound nice. Come on. You're both right.
You've both been a great help to me. It doesn't matter who's right or wrong.
And you would know, as the eagle-bearing demigod you are.
Perhaps she, too, is immortal.
Not yet.
Sure I am.
I do know one thing for certain. This has been an Odyssey I won't forget.
Odyssey. This is it. Game's ending right now. Well, for now, right? Yay. So from then on, I can do the DLC. I just completed the main quest lines of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Fine, I thought I did that several episodes ago, but apparently not. Atlantis destroyed. Holy shit, when did I hit 58 at all? I thought I was like 56 or something. Hot diggity. Are you gonna say the same thing you always do? Apparently not. Okay. Wait, what is this? Hello?
What's wrong?
My parents.
Herodotus. I'm so sorry.
I thought I'd be able to see them again.
Well, that's random. What?
To show them my life's work. But now...
What happened?
I'm sorry to ask this of you. But could you take me to Samos? I need to pay my respects.
Well, yeah, of course. Side quest, I'm
Of
assuming?
course, my friend.
Thank you. I'm not sure I could make this trip alone.
Emotional support, buddy. Letter from home. That's a side quest, right? Hold on, let me just make sure Between Two Worlds is complete. It is, it's gone. Wait, no, it would show up over here. It's still gone. It's complete. Meet the contact. I can do it! That's it, guys. We've beaten the main campaign for Odyssey. We'll come back to this to do the DLCs eventually. I kind of want to hop into some other games first, because we've been playing this game for a long time. So, eventually, we'll come back to the DLCs. It's probably going to be a while, because I got to beat Claire's campaign for Resident Evil 2. Whether or not you guys have told me you want to play through for Control, we might do that. Jedi Fallen Order comes out soon. I'm really strongly leaning towards doing a playthrough for that because it's Star Wars single player. I wasn't expecting to watch Kassandra die. It's weird. We know her full story. Well, we don't. But we've seen her death. We know how she goes. And her story is still going. It's a little weird. But, it makes it a little easier to deal with. Because, you watched her story end, but you know you haven't seen all of it. And you're going to. So, it makes it a little easier to say goodbye that way, I guess. But man, that was trippy. When this is over, Destroy it. Destroy them all. I'm thinking she means pieces of Eden. Maybe that's how this Assassin Templar war ends. If you eliminate what they're fighting for, then hopefully that means they stop fighting, right? And Layla has been on both sides now, so she's the balance between order and chaos. It's been going on every year for years and years and years, and people still buy them, but one would say that the golden years of Call of Duty are long past. So it's like a franchise that has really overstayed its welcome. And there was a time when people said the same about Assassin's Creed. Like, this series definitely had a low point as well, and it's made a comeback now with Origins and Odyssey. Odyssey is one of the best games in the series, I'd be willing to say. So, like, for the series to have gone on as long as it has, for it to go out on a high note, I really couldn't ask for anything better. And it can't go out on a high note if you just refuse to end it. And this series has been going on for over a decade now. I think it's time for it to end. No rush, you know, at least a couple more entries, I would say. But I feel like Ubisoft is realizing that now, and they're gonna wrap this thing up. Because these games have been really, really amazing since the RPG makeover. And even before, I can't even name a single, like, main entry of Assassin's Creed that I genuinely did not like. You know, if I had to name one Assassin's Creed game that I really, really didn't like, it would probably be Chronicles India. That was pretty pointless, honestly. The only negative aspect I've seen people talk about with this game is that it has an overwhelming amount of content, and I would have to agree. I'm level 59, and there's still so much for me to do. How many hours am I in at this point? That was 113 hours. Today at 111. Yeah, 10 minutes ago. Okay, so 10 minutes ago, this was the last autosave. I'm 113 hours into this game, and I, honestly, there is no end in sight. This is probably going to be the longest Assassin's Creed series on my channel by a mile by the time these DLCs are done. And I can't wait to do them. Like, they sound amazing, and I can't wait to share them with you. It's going to be a while, but we will eventually share them together. Sometime after my Revelations replay is done. I kind of want to get that done before we hop into more Odyssey. But in terms of definitively when we're going to hop into the DLCs, I couldn't tell you. There's so much going on this channel. I only upload 4 videos a week because my internet's so bad. So I honestly could not tell you. But I will keep you updated on the new community tab that I have on the channel. So keep your eyes open. I guess it would be eyes, right? Because it's on your screen. For any updates regarding when we're going to start this. But until then, Odyssey is finished for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and favorite if you did. Subscribe if you want to see my playthroughs of the DLCs, because that is coming eventually. And I'll see you in my next video. Farewell, friends.